people, not just people, family that contested under this whole thing. So let's not see because PDP didn't contest, because APC didn't contest, it's now a charade. It's now an event.
Now let me come in there.
Voters registers were pasted. Those what's it called? It was pasted on the wall.
Before you go ahead,
at least I was there. No, sorry.
Hold on. Before, with regards to the APP candidacy, before you go ahead.
Yes.
Yesterday I was on my show. I was on my live show. I connected to the elections in LMA local government, and I spoke with one of the executives of APP in LMA local government. I think his name goes by God's Power or something close to that. And he said he was at the polling his ward during the election, his unit. And I now asked him questions with regards to the litigation against the APP chairman and the 23 chairmanship candidates. And then I also brought in the fact that the APP South vice chairman had come out to say earlier that elections, APP conducted primaries in August. And that the results were not yet made public. It was a party thing. Now, that was August. And you said your brother contested
that was like 2 months ago. Or thereabout, yes.
So give or take, that was around that really August.
Yes, I think.
That was around that August. So the APP South vice chairman was correct when he said that APP conducted its primaries in August. Yes. Now, while that man was speaking, he said, the South vice chairman was speaking, he said, this currently, I think, was by Hart Badom. He was applying for reinstatement. He went to court to sue for reinstatement as the chairman, and he also questioned the authenticity of the 23 candidates being flaunted in these elections, being voted for in these elections. And he said that he questioned the time of their defection from PDP to APP, long after APP had their primaries. So can you expatiate more? You're not a member of APP, are you?
No, I'm not a member of APP.
Okay. So, but your brother is. I wish I can have a say with him, have a conversation with him one day. So, because I also need him to clarify. When I was asking the APP ESCO, LMA ESCO, he said that the candidates can come up, that the party can actually give waiver to candidates. So it is on record that APP conducted their primaries in August. And these 23 candidates that recently defected were not part of that primary election. The question is, like the APP in LMS said, that the party can give waiver. I want to know, was there waiver given to these persons? Was there candidate substitution? It is a party law. It's a party constitution. But I need clarity on that.
I can't answer that.
All right?
Because I am not, like I said earlier, I am not a member of APP.
Okay.
I am not a member of APP. Now, all these things that you're seeing now, these litigations and counter litigations, it shouldn't be alien to us. Prior to this time, people thought it was Labour Party that these guys were going to contest from.
The rumor of APP has been there.
No. The rumor of Labour Party came in first.
When did it start? The Labour Party?
That was like July, when this whole crisis started.
When was APP?
Now, that was when they came up with, some persons took Hilda Dokubo, the present caretaker chairperson of Labour Party.
Of Labour Party, yes.
If futile round, later they saw pictures of the former Labour leaders, what's it called?
Governorship
candidate with Nyesom Wike.
Okay, you mean Itubo, Beatrice Itubo?
Yes, Beatrice Itubo. So, all those things, these things have been rumors. Or it have been rumored from one point to another. Oh, these people, they are going to this party. These people, they are going to this party. Nobody flaunted it. You understand me? None of these persons flaunted themselves as members of the party. Who knows? If they must have maybe done their thing in secret or whatever. But the primaries, I can tell you for sure. I can tell you for sure was conducted
in August.
I think August. I can't.
So now that's the question. If it was conducted in August,
that's what I'm saying. I can't really place the time. That's what I'm saying. I can't place the time.
It was last month. It was not also recent.
I am not a member.
Well, I'm reminding you. You said 2 months ago. So I now reminded
I'm saying
you
2 months or thereabouts. You understand?
That was August.
Maybe August, June. I don't know. But that was when they conducted their primaries.
As at that time, the caretaker committee chairman.
They were still there. They are still caretaker committee chairman.
Hold on, that's not the thing. They have not yet defected to APP as at the time APP conducted its primaries.
Have you had any official defection from these people?
So what it's...
I'm asking because...
Now, doesn't that boil down to what Chiku was saying?
Have you had anything like if there was a defection from these people?
Whether it was announced or not.
When? Because it's a party guideline. You must defect. You must write to.
But there was a directive.
You must write.
Brother, there was a clear directive in this River State.
All right.
There was a directive. You don't talk about. We are not talking about. That is why I say that all these things we are shrouded in secrecy. But there was a clear statement last week that there should be a defection and these people should contest. And that was when the governors started coming out
to them.
And the
PDP have not come out to say these persons haven't sent letter to us. The PDP have not challenged their candidacy in courts. They've not challenged them.
So no, they are not going to challenge their candidacy. You know why? They are not part. These governors camp are not part of the authentic PDP now. Who conducted the primary? Their congresses. No, there have been a rivalry. I will tell you about why they went ahead.
Don't interject and went on to get a court order barring anybody
from conducting the election. Okay, removing them.
Don't interrupt, please. Barring anybody from removing them. And from both the states to the ward, and also conducting another congress in River State. That's on one hand. Now, Victor has brought up a salient point saying there was an order and PDP violated that order.
Can I clarify?
Now, no, you're not. Okay. I'm not asking you to clarify him. Now, on the other hand, there was also a court order barring INEC from releasing the voter register. And it wasn't just barring the INEC from the order said an updated, a recently updated certified to claim that they are still candidates or accuse them of anti-party. To the best of my knowledge, for now, PDP has not taken them to court. And we don't have access to PDP register to say they are not in PDP register or they are in PDP register. And secondly, there was a PDP Congress that was conducted. Question is, were they part of that Congress? Okay. Were they part of that validation exercise? If they were not, then their membership might be under question. So to a large extent,
because they were only obeying court orders. Members? They were obeying. No, I'm not saying that. Like the governor said, he is a member of the PDP. He said it recently that he's angry because he is the greatest loser as far as this thing is concerned. Because his party is not participating. Now the governor
is not playing double standard.
You can't say he's playing double standard. No, he's not coming out to say I'm supporting APP.
We need to go on a break right now.
He's not coming out to say I'm supporting
right now. But it's also important to know that the 23 APP candidates are also loyal to the governor.
Okay.
For the sake of clarity, they are also loyal to the governor, and that cannot be put aside, because if we look at it critically, PDP is not the greatest loser in this instance. APC did not conduct. Some local governments...
APC contested the election.
PDP has a side.
It was only PDP that did not contest this election that boycotted the election.
Hold on. APC has a faction, and we are getting to that in our next story. You cannot take that away in the grand scheme of things. In River State, it is important that we give people the right information, regardless of whatever side anybody may be on.
Of people, the oppressors and the oppressed, and in between are the coward and the hypocrites. Which are you?
No matter how tough the challenge,
how high the obstacles we always overcome.
What Nigerians need now is not about the government. Who can come and salvage us from where we are?
The people of Maiduguri need your help. A catastrophic flood has engulfed the city, leaving over 1 million residents stranded and fighting for survival. Entire communities are submerged, with people trapped inside homes and on rooftops cut off from food, clean drinking water and essential supplies. Health experts are warning of a potential outbreak of deadly diseases, and medical facilities are out of commission. The situation is dire. Helicopters, boats and high-riding trucks capable of navigating the treacherous, waterlogged areas are urgently required to reach the countless men, women and children still awaiting rescue. The Nigerian media is issuing a desperate plea to the government, humanitarian organizations, international actors and citizens across the nation. Step in now, before it's too late. For more information on how you can help, contact Professor Usman A. Tar, the Honorable Commissioner for Information and Internal Security, Borno State, on 0809-233-3955. Every second counts.
This is powered by Atlantic Television Network.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Caretaker Committee Chairman of the All Progressive Congress in Rivers State, Chief Tony Okocha, has reacted to the explosions that rocked the party secretariat in Port Harcourt, lamenting that the APC is under attack in the state. Okocha, who spoke after inspecting the destroyed secretariat, called on the federal government and the international community to look into the plight of the party and provide security for its members. He complained that the attack on the secretariat occurred following the refusal of the state government to obey court orders. Okocha said, APC is under attack in Rivers State and this attack is unnecessary and uncalled for. We reminded Nigerians that there is a court judgment. It is a court order in a matter that passed through the processes. The judgment was given and the judge clearly said that the election scheduled for today did not comply with the constitution and the laws of the state. The judge barred the police and the DSS from participating. Imagine where the police and DSS are not parts of the election. This morning at 3:30 a.m., my phone kept ringing. The admin notified me that our office has been attacked with explosives. The Commissioner of Police had come here to see things for himself. This is the second attempt after they did the first one. This structure is not our own. It is a rented apartment. We are under attack. They are chasing us everywhere, but we are not bulging. They resorted to attacking our facilities. There is no voting unit here. Why did they attack here? Every time the governor and his team are having an event, APC will be marked out as a scapegoat. APC and her members are under serious attack and we need security to keep us safe. It is not that we can't unleash mayhem, but we are cultured and we respect the rule of law. Let the governor respect the rule of law. If he hadn't gone ahead with the everybody would have gone about their normal activities. We wouldn't take laws into our hands. Joining me on Open Air is Honorable Churchill Wale, a politician. Good morning, Honorable Churchill.
Good morning, the face of ATN. Good morning, my brothers.
All right, Honorable Churchill, what is your take on this story?
It is a very clear fact that in this country now we have parties that are not known officially as having the identity of their party. We have AP PDC, AP PDP, and we have PD APC. The secretariat does not really concern a particular party. Nobody knows whether it's AP PDP, AP PDP that did it or PD APC that did it. So for me, the caretaker committee chairman of PDP of AP PDP, because that is AP PDP. Yes, should look into the issue critically and find out where the problem is coming from.
All right.
But I believe too well that the governor does not have much hand. The governor does have any hand, because the governor was in his, the information I had, he was in his local government yesterday for the election. So, and
ways that Tony Okocha is always, quick to react. He cannot be the law enforcement officer. Tony Okocha cannot be the investigator in this matter. And for the event that happened yesterday, which they call an election, anything could happen for any party to, spite on the other. Because I don't take what happened to be the handiwork of the enemy. I don't also take it to be the true position of what happened, according to what is stated by Tony Okocha. If you go by the relics and the lines of his statement, he is already biased. He already has a mindset of where he's looking at what happened. And this would impede thorough investigation. That's my own position. But for Tony Okocha, this action could come from any side, even could come from the APC to make a statement on what was happening yesterday.
You mean could come from another faction of the
that I have stated that, but it could also be a handwork of an orchestrated attempt to really smear the event that happened yesterday and mar it.
Now, if I may ask, did the APC take RISEC to court. One of the controversies surrounding this particular election is as a result of APC's move.
The Tony Okocha-led APC.
APC's move, yes, to stop this election from happening. And the prayers of Tony Okocha and going to court to question if RISEC was following due process. So when you look at it critically, why wasn't the Emeka Beke faction of the APP, why wasn't their secretariat also under attack?
No, that is what
Hold on. Why wasn't their secretariat also under attack? Why was it the Tony Okocha-led APC secretariat? Approximately 3 a.m. The statement added that the explosion caused significant damage, destroying the gates and shattering the windows of the building. Additionally, the security building was set ablaze. The statement said second explosion occurred at the Obiakpo Council Secretariat around 3:30 a.m. The statement noted that eyewitnesses reported seeing a black Toyota Hilux van and a white Toyota Sienna minivan drive past the secretariat. It added that the occupants of these vehicles allegedly threw an object suspected to be a stick of dynamite, which shattered the roof and caused damage to the generator house of the complex. The statement further stated that an improvised explosive device was recovered at the APC Secretariat, and the team has identified the use of incendiary materials in the arson of the security building, adding that the anti-bomb squad has collected samples from both scenes for forensic analysis, and investigations are ongoing to apprehend the perpetrators of this heinous act. Let me start with you, Victor. Now, the police has come out to say, yes, there were 2 explosions yesterday. But then that brings me, and in their final statement said that investigations are ongoing by the anti-bomb squad to apprehend the perpetrators of this act. The question would be, the perpetrators of the bombing of APP Secretariat, have they been apprehended by the police months ago? Have they been apprehended? If police could not apprehend them up until now, what is the guarantee that police will apprehend these ones?
You know, there is no guarantee whatsoever. We're living in a state where whenever things like this happen, you hear we're investigating, and it will die off.
It will die in natural death.
It will die in natural death. Remember the one that happened at presidential? What's the story about that guy till date? Still dynamite issue. The guy was taken to the hospital. They treated him. What's the storyline?
Up until now, no update on whether he has been arraigned before court and all that.
Nobody's saying anything about it. So with this whole thing going on now, you know that it will still be under investigation and it will die a natural death. That's just my take, because I will still point to the opposition, those that don't want the elections to hold. They are the people doing this thing in the states.
Right.
I cannot or will not want to go through dynamite at a particular building where I wish to occupy come Monday. This place, look at the police station. This is Obiakpo Secretariat. I think they share fence. There is no way the security people, they will not be there. There is no way they don't have fuels in their vehicles, since they saw Hiluxes and minivans and minibuses.
And the second question would be, these councils are being guarded by police officers. So how were they able to do this and get away with it?
You understand me? Of all secretariats, what's it called?
Obiakpo, that is a very strategic.
Or Falga. Look at Falga. Look at what's it called? The state headquarters. You go to most of these secretariats, they are always close to police stations. You go to Degema, they share fence with a police station. So there is like you say, my honorable here said that there is a, what's it called again?
PDAPP.
No, there is a hand. There is a.
Okay.
Okay, you said that there is a.
A saw hand.
Okay, sorry. There is Esau hand in this whole process.
All right. Honorable, what do you have to say to this?
You know, I would like to let me take a minute of our time to analyze what happened to me yesterday. You know, the problem that is happening in River State is because some people want to take laws into their hands. If there is any person that would stop election, it should be the security agencies, not individuals that will come to cause problems. Like yesterday, my vehicle was vandalized just because of this election. I was carrying a journalist in my vehicle. We were headed to see because his vehicle, the fuel in his vehicle got finished. So he called me. He said, okay, can I help him? Let's see the DPO and SO so he can interview them and find out the process, what is their take in this election. I drove out. I met him. Some boys that the supporters of Nyeso Wike in my ward, led by Obinna came and his boys, they stopped me. I should go back. I said, what is the problem? Before even I touched my gear, they've come to my car, used a big stone, stoned my windscreen. The other one stoned my side glass. And the stone is still inside my vehicle. I have to run for my life. He was threatening to bring a gun. In short, he brought that gun.
Who brought that gun?
One O.C. Ebom.
O.C. Ebom.
O.C. Ebom. That is his name. He
and you mentioned Obinna Ekem.
Those are the boys that was with Obinna Ekem from morning.
No, hold on. You mentioned Obinna Ekem. Was Obinna Ekem part of the people that attacked you? Was he there?
Yes, he was there.
He was there.
Yes.
And you also mentioned
because they blocked road. O.C. Ebom was the one that stoned my side glass.
Right.
And he was the one that brought gun. Okay. They chased me. I ran for my life. And I was carrying a journalist. He pleaded on me I should convey him to police station.
Did you make
no, I didn't go to police. The journalist went to police station because he was the one that told me to carry him. So I told him that he's going to.
No, that's not the question. The question was, when this attack happened,
they blocked the road. They blocked the road to police because that was the area they blocked. An entrance to police station. That is the area you will drive to police station. From the route roundabout, you have to drive to Port Harcourt Road before you get to police station. That was the area the thing happened. Immediately after the Anglican church, I used my back till I get to the roundabout. People were even running. They were chasing me down. You know, all these things happening in this.
But after that, you've not been able to make any report to the police station, even if it's not Igruta police station, any police station.
No, him himself, the journalist himself. You understand? Because I told him on my own that he is going to fix my car.
That's not the question.
No.
You were attacked.
I said, I was carrying him. He was in the front of car. The journalist, Mike, 9 News Mike, was in the front of my car. His camera was damaged. He was in the back of the car. The back stone, the stone they stoned at the back, destroyed the camera. A big camera of such. Destroyed it complete. The lens of the camera was destroyed.
Did the journalist make a report to the police?
Officially, he has made a report.
Now, you that was attacked, because the journalist in this
instance... No, this morning I was supposed to...
The journalist in this instance was just a victim of circumstance. He was just, let me say, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
No, right? He was not in the wrong place at the wrong time.
What I'm trying to say was, he was not the target of the attack. You were the target of the attack because you've mentioned 2 persons
that I know.
Yes, that you know.
Yes.
So now the question is this. You said the journalist has made an official report to the police.
Yes.
Have you, the target of the attack? No, in fact, let me use the word, the primary target. Have you made a report?
As at yesterday, I was tensed. As at yesterday, I was running for my life. Even this morning, for me to even come out to this station this morning, I never wanted to come out.
Did you take the journalist finally to the police station?
No, he took a bike and he was on crutches.
All right.
You understand? He was on crutches.
I will reach out to Obinna Ekem. I will reach out to Obinna Ekem because this allegation is very, very weighty.
Oh, yes.
And I will reach out to Obinna Ekem.
I called him yesterday. I said, so your boys, he said, your boys destroyed my car. They wanted to kill me. He said that he will handle the matter after now.
But you said
you are contradicting yourself.
No, because he was there.
So how is he going
I have to call
handle
him for him to. Do you know why I have to call him? I have to call him to know from him. You understand what exactly I did to him, why that incident happened. That is why I called him.
All right. So I'm going to bring Obi Nekem to this show.
Okay.
And probably invite you as well.
I will. I will be here.
So that you will look at him in the face and repeat exactly what you
I will.
said.
Of course.
All right. Okay.
So, but what I want to say is, these things that is happening in this state. Now, the police has made it clear that 2 explosions happened in the state. Well, are we going front or going back? What are they looking for in this state? Their target is to bring a state of emergency, to create an avenue for state of emergency in Rivers State, of which the man that God gave to Rivers State as Joseph, that is his name originally, to govern Rivers State, has no issues with anybody of any kind. And this incident is happening. Look at explosion in Obiakpo Council. What are they targeting? Are they targeting to call names for anybody? A council where the former governor come from? A council he built by himself? They want to destroy it? And when they are doing this thing, they are not thinking about tomorrow. Let me tell you, one day Amechi was a governor in this state. One day Peter Dele was a governor. Even when Similare Fubara finished tomorrow, another person will be a governor. This political position is not something that comes forever. It's not, you can't have a power forever. Power comes, power go. It's only God that gives power. What they are trying to do in this state is to cause a problem. You know, when you cause a problem that has to do with life, you cannot kill somebody that you know and you think you have gone scot-free. Even somebody you don't know. So they should avoid all these issues that they are trying to create.
All right.
They will not do these things continuously and think that they are going scot-free completely. Because as it stands, look at what has happened before. I know what transpired in this state. During the last election, I was arrested.
All right.
So they should calm down.
All right.
Let this God-sent governor continue leading us.
All right. Ugochukwu, what do you have to say to these explosions?
This counter accusation and accusation is really sickening, because like Loresha rightly said, when he's going against this person, he will say, it's the hand of my opposition. But clearly what I said in the APC secretariat attack is what I'm going to say here, because this is a political crisis. In political crisis, the instigation of violence can come from any quarters. Everybody wants to score a cheap gain, cheap popularity, and also spite the opponent. It can be self-inflicted, and the name, at the end of the day, the government of the day will be called to question. The name of the city minister will be called to question. And for the police to say it's too explosive, their report is not really holistic, Laurentia, because there were shootings, there are pockets of violence.
Please, they are not talking about the general violence. Their statement was on the explosion of two places, Obiakpo Secretariat and the APC Okocha-led Secretariat. So let's not generalize it, please.
Here, when the police will say that they cannot trace from the description Honorable Wale and Victor has given, you see why wherever there is maybe a bank, wherever there is a house of an publicly exposed person, and wherever there is a secretariat, so you will see a close proximity to the police station. There is a reason for that. Right. But clearly the police said yesterday that we are not involved in this particular election, but for them to close their eyes to an action that is happening within their nose is really what I cannot fathom. But be that as it may, I want to advise.
Close their eyes.
They didn't close their eyes now.
No, now, because what they said is that they didn't react. Because when Victor was speaking, you even asked a question. No, they didn't. Something happened. Victor raised a valid point. He said that, will they say, how did they react when they said, okay, they saw a black helos, they saw another.
The report did not say that the police saw. Police statement said
there is always a policeman around the area. Even in front now.
Police statement said eyewitnesses. Now, you said police did not react. Okocha, when he was speaking, also said that the commissioner of police visited the state
No, I said when the incident happened in the local government, the close proximity shared with the local government. That's where I'm pointing at.
Okay.
Is the police not positioned within their area? We know how Nigerian police stations are, and believe you me, yesterday with the heightened tension,
how were they able to do that just by police checkpoints? In fact, you recall, like I also mentioned to Victor, the police is positioned in every secretariat. In every local government secretariat. It's just like the police being in front of a local government secretariat, an attack happens.
That is what
and
I'm saying.
Police, the second question would be, the same Nigerian police, if you want to make arrest, they will say, give me money for fuel. So now the question would be,
okay, who are they arresting for?
And that was when fuel was 180, 200, 250, 300. Now that fuel is 1,000. I mean, severally you've seen police probably on a hot chase, and suddenly they will have to park their car because there is no fuel.
Of course.
Severally, you see the police trying to buy 2 liters of fuel. You see them by the road, trying to put that fuel into the fuel tank with a pipe or plastic bottle. Severally, you've seen the police pushing their vans, but they're in hot pursuit, and they will have to come down and start pushing the van. So now the question would be, what is the state of the police van? Were they able to pursue? Do they even have fuel in the vans that they have? No, that's not the question. That's not the point.
No,
there are vans.
Those people will throw and zoom off.
There are vans, and they said that they actually, the report says that they threw that the van, a Toyota Hilux, and the other one, a white Toyota Sienna,
and the minibus,
a white Toyota Sienna minivan, drove past the secretariat. So probably they were on motion and then threw it in while they were on motion.
So the police needed to give them a chase.
The police needed to give them a chase. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Does the police van at that point, do they even have fuel in the car?
And the question would be, the governor of Rivers State, who gave 100 vehicles out, did not provide incentives for those the means through which those vehicles will be.
The police is a federal institution.
But you're asking a question. No, but you're asking a question.
Hold on. The police is a federal institution, one. The law says bail is free. But in police stations, bail is not free.
Yes.
So the question would be, the same police are mounted by the roads, collecting monies from keke drivers, collecting monies from bus drivers. What are they doing with those monies?
Those monies are not accounted for.
If the state governor gives the police vehicle, it's out of, as far as I'm concerned, it's goodwill.
It's goodwill.
It is not, he's not
but
bound.
The goodwill should
he's
have
not bound.
extended.
No, you don't get to dictate what goodwill.
I won't marry a wife for you and
goodwill.
impregnate your wife too now.
You understand? The police generates money through illegal activities that I've mentioned, collecting money from KK people. It's open. They don't buy.
But those you have called it illegal activities. Will it be used for the cause of rights?
Hold on?
Will it be used for the cause of rights? Because
you're supposed to
pursuing to do and arrest. It's acting right. Is it not?
What is the money being?
No, you call it an illegal extortion. Is it not? But when they go now, are they going to use it for the cause of rights? To go and pursue and arrest somebody for our own good?
Ogochukwu, the bail Nigerians pay in police station against the law. What is it used for?
That is what I'm saying.
A situation where DPOs
and they're not using for quarterly amounts to not pay the car.
DPOs build mansions and live ostentatious lifestyle.
I don't even know whether you understand what I'm saying.
I understand your sarcasm.
Okay.
I understand your sarcasm, but this is a very serious matter.
It's a very serious matter.
A police van will be stationed in front of Obiakpo local
and something happened, they didn't chase.
And a minivan and a black Hilux allegedly driving past threw something.
And they did not chase.
And there was no hot chase.
Yes.
There was no hot chase. And I've also raised the concern. The APP explosion. Why hasn't the police so far caught the perpetrators? And they are promising us, Rivers people, that they are going to catch the perpetrators of these two explosions as well. Well, fingers crossed, we'll also keep our viewers updated on that. But on to the next story. Supporters of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, have staged a protest in Port Harcourt, calling on the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission to comply with a recent Federal High Court judgment regarding the ongoing local government elections. The protest, which drew a large crowd, was organized in response to what Wike supporters described as irregularities in the electoral process. ATM reports that this comes amidst ongoing political crisis in Rivers State over the local government election. The demonstrators, carrying placards with messages like "Obey Court Order" and "No Justice, No Election," expressed frustration over the conduct of the elections and demanded that RISEC halt all the polls and abide by the court's ruling. Recall that a recent court judgment reportedly ordered the suspension of the elections following legal challenges to the process. PDP called for a postponement. However, RISEC went ahead with the elections despite the ruling, leading to protests from Wike's loyalists. Let me start with you, Honorable Churchill.
Oh.
You are a PDP member.
Of course.
You are a PDP.
No, I am a PDP. No, I am a PDP member. I don't belong to two parties.
You don't know.
I know you don't know. Victor, you don't know.
I don't belong to APC.
All right, cool. You don't belong to APC. You don't belong to APC.
No, I don't belong to APPDP. Neither APC. I don't belong to. I am a PDP member.
All right, go ahead.
And clearly, let me just address this particular issue. You know, when Governor Wike was a governor, he said, there's one saying he said one day. He said that they are protesting. He called protesters. He said they have taken over from the student union. But now they have taken over from the student union. They should continue protesting. Nigerians does not obey court order. And in this particular event, why must court order come before Rivers State election? The same local government election was conducted yesterday in Akwa Ibom State. Did we hear anything about Akwa Ibom State? No. Where is Rivers State own difference? I was among the persons that supported Chief Barrister E.M. Wike, the former governor of Rivers State. For him to, 2015, we stood our ground for him to be a governor of Rivers State. He became a governor of Rivers State. I became a councillor in 2018. I ate the salary of 2007 councillors. And I did not complain because the order, they will tell you that this is what the governor said. We managed ourselves till we finished. The same person that said that he will not in any way bring in any person, and even if any person succeed through him, that he is not going to control anybody that will be a governor of Rivers State. Why will he still have supporters till now in Rivers State that is now protecting against the governorship directives of the election to hold? RISEC has conducted the election. Me, I'm not interested in that protest because the protest has come before and it will go. So far as Rivers State is concerned, a new dawn has emerged.
Now you said
in all the local government, new dawns has emerged.
You said something at the beginning of your statement. You said Nigerians don't obey court order. Now let's look at the nitty-gritty of the protest.
Okay.
What was the reason for the protest? This protest you're reacting to.
Okay. The reason for the protest,
yes,
was because somebody went to Abuja to collect a court order.
What was
not Rivers State courts any longer. Now we are in Rivers State and they are now operating with Abuja courts.
Now
we are doing ourselves.
Hold on. Somebody went to Federal High Court. Let's not irrespective. Okay. Federal High Court is Federal High Court. Okay. It can be anywhere. Now, somebody went to Federal High Court, according to you, to collect court order. That is not the thing. What was detailed in the court order? What was the reason for the court order?
Okay. Now, so there was a conflict court order.
I'm not talking about the conflicting
Okay.
court
No.
order.
No. What we are talking about their reason for protest. We are also looking at the reason why the election held.
I am not discussing why the election held.
Now,
the question I am asking you is, what is the prayer of APC to Federal High Court? What was the court order? What was the reason for this protest? I am not asking why did the election hold.
Tony Okocha said that he was not invited for the stakeholders meeting. That was what prompted the going to court. That he was not invited for the stakeholders meeting. And for him not to be invited for the stakeholders meeting, that means his party has been defranchised. That means he's not going to. But originally, we know too well that...
What were the prayers in court?
The prayers in the court is that the election shouldn't hold.
Was that the prayer?
That the election shouldn't hold.
Was that the prayer?
The election should be postponed. That his party should be officially invited.
That was the prayer. All right. Victor,
now,
no, hold on. I'll still get back to you. Victor, you said that was it. That was the prayer.
Was the
All
prayer.
right, go ahead.
You know, this Wike supporters staging a protest. I won't say shameful, but on the other hand, it's very shameful.
So you said it's shameful?
Yes. I won't say shameful, but it is shameful. It's a disgrace to people coming out to protest. You hear songs that day, I was like, what's going on? Like, what was it called? You want to do election, you know, see Wike. Sim now, wow. You be like, I don't understand. Your party, before now, they said there must be an election. The man didn't say anything. Now there is an election. You're saying there should not be an election again. Why? You see people protesting. Why? If you ask those people, why are you guys protesting now? They don't even know why they are protesting.
Let me read what they said they wrote in their placards again. They said,
some persons carrying those placards, they don't even know what is written.
Hold on. They said,
but it's carrying a message.
Obey court's order. No justice, no election. That is what they were protesting on. So you can dwell on what
the prayers were from the APC people. The election should not hold. They didn't inform them.
That was the prayer.
That was the prayer. Now, let me come back. Let me counter that thing. Tony Okocha is not the state APC chairman. Emeka Beke was informed.
As at the time that stakeholder meeting.
No. Emeka Beke.
As at the time that stakeholder
on Friday,
Victor,
Emeka Beke.
At the time that stakeholder meeting was called by the
now the court.
You don't even know where my question is going.
Emeka Beke was.
As at the time
the court
question. That's at the time Reset called that stakeholder meeting. Has Tony Okocha been set aside by the court?
Tony Okocha been set aside.
Has he been set aside by the court?
Emeka Beke have been parading, let me use the word parading himself too, as the state chairman. We've been hearing counter announcements from his own, what's it called, publicity secretary.
Has he been set aside by the court?
It hasn't
been
set.
Okocha been set aside?
They were, no, hear me, they were in courts. This man is laying claim to the chairmanship. Tony Okocha is saying, I am CTC. This other guy, Emeka Beke, he's saying, I am the chairman. CTC is alien to me. We are elected, or we were elected. And he won his case in courts.
The question, John, that's not the question. That's not the question. I asked you a clear question with regards to the court proceedings. As at the time, first of all, there are two questions. As at the time, RISEC court stakeholders meeting, has Tony Okocha been set aside by the court? You said no. Second question, as at the time this court proceedings was initiated by Tony Okocha, because that time it was APC under Tony Okocha. As at the time it was initiated by Tony Okocha, has Tony Okocha been set aside by the court? The answer is no. The answer is no.
Okay.
He was still the legitimate CTC caretaker Committee chairman in Rivers State,
and that was why we could institute the
recognized
case
by the National Working Committee of APC. So we need to lay these facts bare so you can make an informed analysis of this situation on hand. So that was why I asked. Now I've asked you the first question. What was the prayers of Tony Okocha in court? What you mentioned were the prayers, were not the prayers of Tony Okocha.
What was his prayer?
That was not the prayer of Tony Okocha.
Okay.
So, but if I have your say, if I is wrong, then I will now correct it.
The prayers of Tony Okocha in the court, the Federal High Court, is that RISEC should not release the
voter
register and data. The INEC, they should not release it to RISEC, and that the police should not participate in the election. That providing security,
not just the police and security
agencies should not provide security for the said election, and that was a clear prayer. And
that was a third prayer too.
He did that prayer within his right as the recognized CTC chairman of APC at the time. And by the time RISEC called for stakeholders meeting, Tony Okocha was on air. He went on air and said that how can such a meeting hold, and he was not invited. And clearly RISEC did not invite him. They rather fraternized with Meka Beke, who was running around the governor. And as at then, if Tony Okocha, as at when the court recognized Emeka Beke, Tony Okocha started parading himself as a chief of the APC. He was never going by the name CTC chairman. But when he went to that court, he went to the court within his right and position as the CTC chairman of APC, and which Emeka Beke respected, because he was no longer parading himself as a chairman. He waited until the case came on, until the judgment was given by the state's high court. So be that as it may, what I want to say about the protest that happened by royalists of Nyesom Wike is this: once you are a politically exposed person, I'm speaking to Honorable Wale now. You must have supporters, no matter how minute or how insignificant their number is. Even you, as a former local government councillor, you still have people that you affected their lives positively, that are still holding on to you, and your words means a lot to them, yes. And to you their words are law. So in Nyesom Wike, as a former state minister, as a former governor, as a former local government chairman, as the substantive governor of FCT today, of course, as a minister of FCT, no, you don't understand. The rating of the, I've stayed here and I've made an explanation of what to be a minister of FCT means. We call it minister. Other ministers, let me educate you, other ministers do not have their own budget. They don't go to the Senate to present budgets. They don't have local government chairmen around them. But if you are the FCT minister, Nigeria just try to make it salient. You are the governor, and that's why FCT minister arrives with outriders. So that's an education I want to give you. So he is the governor of the mayor of Abuja. That is not in dispute. So now, those who stay the protest, I want to say clearly that they just flogged a dead horse, because for me the case is in court, and which I know whether this event that held yesterday held or not, there will also be a litigation, because people has committed contempt and we are still yet to see to the end of it. Lorisha, that's my position. But to stay the protest, whether the protest was for or against, could not have stopped the event that happened yesterday, because they should not have expended their energy in going for a protest, because there is also a court case that will be coming up. Because believe me, Tony Okocha will go and ask the judge, the order you gave was not obeyed. What is your input? So we are still facing an interesting times in Rivers State. It is not yet to Uhuru.
Okay, let me just chip something to what you said. Okay, now Tony Okocha now on his other hand, like you said, will go to court. But Tony Okocha has also forgotten that the court has given ruling concerning his seats. And as it stands now, Emeka Beke is the authentic chairman of APC in the state.
But he has the right of appeal.
No. Let me also go to that.
Did he appeal that matter?
Of course,
he did not.
No, hold on. No, gentlemen, hold on.
Hold on.
Let me clarify something. Now, APC is not the Tony Okocha-led APC faction. It's not a stakeholder in this Rivers State election.
Of course.
So, if they are not stakeholders in Rivers State election, what would be the locus to appeal an election they are not part of?
No, he was not talking about appeal of the election.
Hold on, please. Don't interject. I've been listening to everybody. But it's very important I make clarifications because you can misinform or correctly inform the public. And people will run with what you said, like you're speaking from authority, place of authority. Yeah. Now, they are not stakeholders because they did not run for this election. So you cannot contest what you did not participate in. However, they can build on a pre-election suit.
That is what I said. That's my meaning.
When you say they will take this election to court, they cannot.
No, it's not the election. I mean, what I was saying is allowed me to clarify.
Hold on. You have finished your say. And he's reacting to what you said. Because what you said, the way he interpreted it, is the way others might interpret it as well. So my job is to clarify. You've had your say. So now, they can build on the pre-election suit if they want to challenge the outcome of the election. They cannot even challenge the outcome of the election. Because what they can challenge is contempt of court, because they had gone to court.
And the court had,
the court had given judgment. So they can actually fight this if they want to from pre-election matter. But to say that the outcome of the election, they cannot even question whatever has happened inside. The only persons that can question it is probably the APC, Emeka Beke-led faction of APC that brought. Don't interrupt, please. I wouldn't appreciate that. The Emeka Beke-led faction of APC could build on their candidates to go to court. Now, the question would be, the candidates, and as at the time they emerged, was it even in line with the reset timetable? You see the controversy. So it is very important that these clarifications are made according to what is obtainable in Nigerian constitution. So you can go ahead, Churchill. You've had your say.
Let me also, in one area, let me point out the issue about some persons coming to protect Rivers State.
You've had your say on that.
Yes, that is the area where we are now.
You've had your say. You've had your say on that. You've had your say on that. Now we have other stories we have to. I want to actually bring something to your notice.
Okay.
Now, with regards to the prayers that Justice Lifo granted the APC. Now, I will still read it the way I have written it in the past. It said, Federal High Court in Abuja on Monday, that was then, stopped the Independent Electoral Commission from releasing voter register to the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission for the purpose of conducting the October 5, 2024 local government election in the state.
Date.
1. The court also barred the Inspector General of Police and the Department of State Services from providing security. Justice Lifo issued this order while delivering judgment in the suit brought before him by the All Progressive Congress, APC. The suit argued on behalf of APC by a team of senior lawyers. Then Justice Lifo held that RISIEC, this is where I want to bring in the prayers that concerned RISIEC. Justice Lifo held that RISIEC was wrong in fixing the October 5 date for the conduct of the poll when all relevant laws guiding election has not been complied with. Tony Okocha questioned RISIEC's compliance with the Electoral Act and the laws guiding electoral process.
Wow.
apart from the voter register situation and pleading with the court to stop the police and other security agencies from participating in this election, Tony Okocha questioned RISEC following procedures, laid down procedures for elections. Hold on, please. Now, he said again, among others, the judge held that the Rivers State Electoral Body violated provisions of the Local Government Election Conduct Law by not publishing the mandatory 90 days notice before fixing the dates. Justice Lifo also held that the updates and revision of voters' register ought to have been concluded before an election date can be legally and validly fixed in law. The judge therefore ordered INEC not to make the certified voter register available to RISEC until the law has been fully complied with. Now, the Justice Peter Lefo also barred RISEC from accepting any voter register from INEC or using it for the purpose of the October 5 local government polls. Part of the major prayers of Tony Okocha was the procedures RISEC has followed
lined out
in this election, whether this election was done according to Electoral Act and the laid down procedures and law. So this was part of the, because everybody is building this thing around voter register, barring the police. However, the public and the media is not questioning the nitty-gritty of this thing. Now, the judge never barred RISEC from conducting elections.
Okay.
That never happened.
Okay.
What the judge said was this, that RISEC will have to fulfill all relevant laws guiding the election, that RISEC will have to comply with all before elections would hold.
Okay,
so the question is, the arguments of RISEC and the state governor has been that local governments, the local government allocation will be paid directly from the federal from this October ending.
Okay.
Correct?
Yeah.
So now what it means is that for states that do not hold elections in October, they will not receive allocation for the federal government.
Yes.
Now, if RISEC, when Tony Okocha started raising this alarm, had even decided to review its procedures, probably it will fall well within, or there is something called out-of-court negotiation.
Okay, let me...
that can even be held. But even when all these things were happening, RISEC was silent. Now the question would be, did RISEC comply with the Electoral Act?
That is where I want to go. Let me just...
Very quickly.
Let me just deep into this matter. First, I don't know the... after the ruling of APC and Tony Okocha and the case matter, the portfolio that led Tony Okocha to these particular issues in court. That is one. Now, when you come to complying in matters,
Tony Okocha was the CTC chairman.
When you say portfolio, what do you mean exactly?
What I mean, that is his position.
CTC chairman.
At this ruling.
Okay. Now let me explain.
No, because I know the date of that.
Hold on. You cannot. Let me tell you something. The ruling, this matter was instituted when Tony Okocha was still the authentic caretaker committee chairman of APC Rivers State.
Authentic.
That was
when court has not reinstated
the National Working Committee suspended. There was a suspension. Can we make this clear, please?
Yes.
And not build this thing on sentiment. I will fact check every single one of you. Yes. The National Working Committee had suspended Emeka Beke-led executive and appointed Tony Okocha caretaker committee, with Tony Okocha as the caretaker committee chairman, which was valid. And well within hold on. And well within the rights of APC National and National Working Committee and National Executive Council. And as at the time this matter was instituted, Tony Okocha was the APC CTC chairman.
Legal.
Was the APC CTC chairman. Okay. Now, along the line, while all this matter was going on, a River State High Court set Tony Okocha's CTC council aside and restated Emeka Beke.
That is a ruling.
Don't interrupt me.
Sorry.
I'm sure you understand the English I'm speaking. And he reinstated Emeka Beke as the APC chairman of River State.
Exactly.
Nobody is countering that.
Of course.
However, Emeka Beke also tried to remove this matter from court, and the court refused that this matter has life. Let's get that clear.
Of course.
Okay.
So this Emeka Beke has actually made a move to drop the matter. It was not instituted by him, and the court says it has life. That is the court. That was the discretion of the court, and you and I cannot do anything about it. Now, this is what the court has ruled in this matter, and like it or yes, the only thing you can do if you don't like it is to vacate the order or appeal the order.
Okay.
Yes.
Federal High Court and the State High Court, they are all high courts. They are all high courts, courts of parallel jurisdiction. And I know too well that both the Federal High Court and the State High Court had orders before this ruling came from Federal High Court.
Which one has precedence?
They had on 6th of October, on 6th of September,
4th.
on 6th of September or 16th of September, a ruling was given, an order was given to allow the RISEC to conduct their election.
Which
now,
order came first in precedence?
When I mean the ruling, you are talking about the ruling now. We are not talking about the orders, because an order came to vacate the order that came.
Under the law, can a state high court or can a hold on. Can a court vacate the order of a court of same jurisdiction?
Okay.
Have you heard of that?
No, I've not.
I guess you're not a lawyer, so let's not dwell. Hold on, Honorable Churchill. May I remind you that you are a regular guest on my show?
Of course.
Probably don't force my hand to play some of your old tapes, where you're now seated here by my side and you are shooting yourself in the foot because hold on.
You understand?
In the matter of Martin Samuel, I can remind you of the things you said about Justice Wale's order as against Justice Omotosho's judgment. I can remind you, you sat here because this is where you usually sit, and you said that Justice Wale cannot give order as a state high court when the Federal High Court of Justice Omotosho has ruled on the matter. You said that. No, we're not going back that. Hold on. Honorable Churchill, we are not going back to that.
Okay.
But I want to bring you to speed in case, probably for some strange reason, you have suffered selective amnesia and you don't remember the things you've said.
Okay, no.
So in this matter, since you said you are not a lawyer, let's leave this conversation for lawyers.
But what I want to say is, when we're talking about complying to the electoral,
you just said you're not a lawyer.
It is the jurisdiction of the RISEC for them to say, to tell the people, the areas.
They are not a political party. RISEC is not a political party.
It is the jurisdiction of the.
Is this institution guided by law? RISEC
for them to know
is an institution being guided by law.
Because what I'm telling you,
RISEC is a product of the law. It is not an internal party democracy.
No, but what I'm telling you is true.
I think you've said enough at this point.
It is not an internal party democracy.
All right, gentlemen.
So why would not somebody from that side you are not participating?
Did you hear what?
For you to come and tell us now that.
Did you hear what Honorable Church is? Anyway, it's all right. Victor, your final statement as we wrap up this show, please. In less than 30 seconds, your final word.
Rivers is our own.
It's all right. Honorable Churchill, final word.
Let me see.
You have less than 20 seconds.
Yes, I will say something. What I want to say is that the election has come and go.
All right.
every issues that concerns the election before this time, they should keep it aside.
All right.
Every Rivers man should come together. Let us build Rivers.
All right,
State.
Ugochukwu.
Mine is an advice to the youth of Rivers State that are playing into the hands of these political gladiators. If peradventure anybody is caught in the crossfire, be in the known that the police will not, the investigation will not come to conclusion, because the powerful people are behind it, whether for or against. The perpetrators might not be found. Those who are, destroying public spaces should cease fire forthwith.
All right. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming on Open Conversation. It was actually a pleasure having you. Thank you very much. And this is where we wrap it up on this episode of Open Air. We are open for advert placements, bookings, and commercials. You can connect with us on all our ATN socials, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, and on Twitter, Atlantic TV Net. Watch us live on our website, www.atlanticnetwork.tv. Do not forget, peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Thank you for watching. I am Ogu Laurentia. See you same time tomorrow. Bye for now.
On this place, economic stability and confidence. To condemn this act, I thought that difficult to leave of this minister and the prophet. I've always said there are two sets of people, the oppressors and the oppressed, and in between are the coward and the hypocrites. Which are you?
No matter how tough the challenge, how high the obstacles, we always overcome.
What Nigerians believe now is not about the government. Who can come and salvage us from where we are?
The people of Maiduguri need your help. A catastrophic flood has engulfed the city, leaving over 1 million residents stranded and fighting for survival. Entire communities are submerged, with people trapped inside homes and on rooftops cut off from food, clean drinking water, and essential supplies. Health experts are